Hello there.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Bill, hello, good evening. Storm, hello. Emball, hello. You can't even see me. How do you know I'm cute? I could be horrible. I could be absolutely horrible and vile. You just don't know. But look, there I am. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic and wonderful day. Today, we are going to play more Foundry. I have a headache, so hopefully that's not going to cause a problem as time goes on. But we will see how it goes. And we are going to do a couple of things because we need to. We need to, yeah. Right now, look at right. One day I'm going to confuse you. I'm gonna. Right, that's it. I could become bad. Hold on, here we go. Here we go. Rah, there you go. Not cute anymore. Look, not cute anymore. Basic now. Haha. Nah ha ha ha. Ma ha 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 ha. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ah. Yeah. That's better. Much nicer. Much nicer. But yes, let's still cute. You need more than just your eyes shaking. But yes, we are going to do some things today. Do some things today. So let's go. And we need to do transformer operation bots to advanced machine parts and deal with the slag. But what I want to do is what does it look like? No, it's not. That was my attempt at drawing. I can't draw for the life of me. Terrible. That was my attempt at doing that. So yeah. So yeah, we're going to do that. We are the SpaceX launch is 26 minutes away apparently. So it's 25 past today, or 20 or half past 11 today. So we're going to Pause in about 20 minutes to go and have a look at that to see whether it launched or not. It may launch, it may not. I don't know. We will find out. But what we want to do is things that it said on here. What did it say on here? Transformers for steel. So I need another transformer over at the steel. Basically, it's not working. So let's get a high voltage transformer. Let's travel over to the steel. Did we have a train here somewhere? We did not know. Go. And we will do this. We will achieve this. We will have the wonderfulness. Robert, hello, good evening. I hope you're having a good day today. Actually changed my glasses. Oh, stop, I can't see. Full reverse, full reverse. So this needs another power. Nectar. It's doing okay for the moment because obviously all the crushers and everything aren't working. It won't survive. So let's add a second one in, shall we? Connect that up to the tower like so. There you go. Nice. Okay, right, so that's done. So one, we need operation bots, which we have on us. Yes, we do. For the advanced machine parts, which are all the way down here. Let's go this way and let's start building the train track going down, shall we? Midnight day, so day is just over. It's evening somewhere. It could literally be 10 o'clock in the morning. I still say good evening because it's evening somewhere. And I like evening. Evening is pretty chilled normally. So I wish you a good evening. Jimbo, hello, good evening. I hope you're also having a good day today. We did finish steel. The next one is we have to deal with the molten slag from the furnaces. So we've got to do that, and that will get the factory running, and then we need to go and deal with whatever the next thing is for the conveyor belts. We need circuit boards. Circuit boards come after that. Looking for your bed? Ah, well, welcome in. You're most welcome here. Oh, I've run out of train tracks. Yes, yeah, got to build a concrete production. load. Train segment. Put it there. And then repeat it all the way down to the end here. Yeah, I'm gonna have it making cement. Cement will go to the concrete production, and then anything that doesn't go there will be sold on the space station. It's the only item we're gonna sell on the space station. Because you get an abundance of it, and there isn't a great deal you can always do with it. What happened here? Oh, so we're missing one. Bum 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 bum. Let me just quickly check. Nope. I've missed the connector somewhere. I really would wish that the these guys like would glow red if they're not connected. If they're not powered. And then glow blue if they are powered. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna we're gonna have storage of concrete. Don't worry about that. It's the storage of cement and things. It's gonna, we're definitely gonna have a load of that. I'm not gonna. I'm not just gonna be selling it straight away. It'll fill a box or two. And then anything over that will get sold off after that. Ooh, okay, right. Missing 6. Is there a jungle critter? I don't have a cat, so I'm going to go with the jungle critter. There we go. Go to those two. Go to the trees here. How far down are you? Nowhere near. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to go that way to the advanced machine parts. Okay, let's go over to the advanced machine parts, put in the bots. I don't know where to fly. Right. Doop. And operator. There we go. Nice. Okay. So you're good. Right. Okay. Now go forward, turn left. Go it's right, almost all the way. Okay. So now advanced machine parts are this is not Xeno, hello, good evening. I can't believe I just did that. I've come all the way up here to check this. It's not connected. what? Let's take this train back. Because this is the one that wants to go to the advanced machine parts pickup. And bonk. So this is the pickup, but it doesn't have a connected end to it. So that's what we want to do. Let's just connect you up like this. We do want parking here. What's next ever to one point? Oh, nice. Well, thank you very much. How do I want to do this? What if we next support column is off by one? Is it? Oh dear, oh dear. Hopefully they haven't built that yet. Oh, they might have built a couple of blocks of it, but it should be fine. Let's go here. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. And then you want to connect to that rail, but first I need to connect to the sharper one to see if we can actually make the turning. So yes, we can. You go there, and you connect to that one like that. Ah, that was not what I wanted to do. Let's fill that back in again. Yeah, they got no route up. Yeah, I think I put it in there just to line it off. It's off by 2 blocks. How did I used the grid thing for that, did I? Yeah, doesn't matter. We can fix that. We can fix that. But thank you for pointing out, because I wouldn't have noticed until after the whole thing was built, and then be like, oh, that's a problem. Right. So if I do that. So in here, we need to change some of these up. So this is the return track. So this wants to be a standard signal there. This wants to have a chain signal there. This one wants to have a chain signal, but it needs to be 1 tile further along. Oh, sneeze. And this wants to have its output be... Well, actually, the output wants to be there, level with that, and then this chain signal wants to be level with this one. and then you come down here, leave, or you come up here to join. So if they want to leave here and then come around again, they have to go all the way down, come all the way back again. They can't just loop back in and come back up again. Hopefully that'll stop the trains doing 180s on their own. We don't want them to. Now what I want to do is come here and I want to go down, put it in parking, and then have that come around and back up to here. Although I have just realised this isn't going to work. Or it can go up to... No, it can go there. Oh wow, okay, so it can pass... Right, okay. You can put a signal in between the two. Nice, alright. So, we're going to have the... Oh, I can't put them there because we turn that direction. Okay, so the signals are going to be there, like that. And then we've got to go 10, including that one. 9 or 10, I can't remember. Let's try 9. And that would have a chain signal on the end. And then if we put a train in here, which I do have here. Boop. Boop. And boop. You have enough space there. Beautiful. Okay. Technically be 9. It was 9. I did do 9. They're coming along okay. I need to deal with slag from the blast furnace. Yeah. And then I want to go, we have learnt that we need a chain signal there and a chain signal there, but not, these need to be chain signals as well. Okay. Which sounds daft, but it's the way the system works. You can see through chain signals, but not through normal signals. So that's fine there. Okay. But this is the advanced advanced machine parts pickup, which is what I was finishing up, and I didn't set the name for it, so you're right, it is almost lunchtime. I thought I said almost lunchtime, so okay. Let me turn on this train's autopilot, because I think it's configured already. No, it's not. Okay, well, let's add a stop, which is going to be advanced machine parts pickup. Stop, advanced machine parts drop off. Condition is going to be wait until full. Condition is going to be wait until empty. Apply. Save this as advanced machine parts trains. Save. Autopilot. Go. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's switch over. We've got 50 seconds left. 50 seconds left. Right. So noisy noise from Tim Dodd. Boop.
We were just waiting for the fuel pushback to complete into the prop farm. We did hear that that did just complete, so expecting them to
take
reset
this one
that
and it
hold
will instant
shortly.
capture. There we
Minor
go.
little hole.
Hey.
Just get flight pressures ready and everything.
Oh, to put my headset
Hold
on so I
is
can hear
reset,
properly.
clock is rolling.
Flight directors go for launch.
All right, go for launch for flight director.
Oh, well, we got further than last time.
Here we go. We might have a few funny extra sync things because the camera on the right is ours and it'll likely hit us before the SpaceX camera. Deluge, here we go.
Minus 10.
Ignition.
9, 8,
And it lifted
7,
off.
6, 5,
It's a flight.
Yes.
3, ignition.
First version 3 Starship.
We have liftoff.
Let's go. Look at that tracking shot from Ryan. That is our own camera tracking that rocket. Beautiful shot. All 33 rocket engines. Looking fantastic. Look at the little wall profile they put into it. And that is looking like that thing is flying fantastic. All right.
Booster Raptor, cheaper pressure nominal.
Tracking it. Actually, but it's flying through its own exhaust right now from all the exhaust fluid. So there we go. View on
All
board
right,
the
we are
rocket.
T plus 30 seconds into flight, seeing 33 out of 33 Raptor 3 engines on booster V3.
Look at it go.
Ascending over the Gulf now, coming up on maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Booster and ship, avionics power, telemetry nominal.
Systems looking good. We're just passing through the period of maximum dynamic pressure.
Wow.
A little over a minute into flight now. Vibrations chilling out here at Star Factory as we continue to watch Starship Flight 12 arc out over the Gulf. The next major thing coming up is going to be hot staging.
Booster prop systems nominal.
Reminder, we do what's
That is a
our version
skyscraper
of Miko.
flying.
Most engines cut off, so we're going to shut down all but 5 of the Raptor engines on the booster. And then after that happens, we're going to ignite the 6 engines on ship while it is still attached. We have clamps that hold the 2 together. Those are going to retract inside of that hot stage ring, kind of protect them. Looks like we had 1 of the engines go out, still flying on 32 of the Raptor engines. But again, once we get the hot staging, those 6 engines on the ship are going to ignite. We're going to do it in a little bit different of a sequence on version 3. Essentially, those 3 RVAC engines will ignite first. Almost immediately after, just 1 of those central engines is going to ignite.
There we go. Hot staging.
And that's going to give the booster a bit of a kick, sending it in a known direction, followed shortly after by the other 2.
Wow, that thing's scooting.
We're
So
through
our tracking
Miko.
camera for Ryan is going to be a little bit ahead of the SpaceX feed on the left. But we'll see that here now. There we go.
Oof.
Look at how quickly that booster flips.
There you go. Successful hot staging separation. We're not seeing as many booster engines ignite as we expected for boost back, but we are seeing 6 good engines lit on ship. It looks like we just had an early boost back shutdown. Again, a reminder, the booster was planned to essentially head into the Gulf for a splashdown, but it has shut its engines down early on into boost back.
Booster's gone. Yep. And Starship's lost. Ship's lost one of its
We just
engines.
see
Which
one
we're gonna
of
lose
the
anyway, but-
RVAC, so we're now running on 5 engines on ship.
Oh, they lost an RVAC.
We
That's
do
not
have
good.
engine out capability, so it's going to continue into its ascent. You got booster on the left there, ship on the right.
Ship, avionics power,
Again,
and
we are
telemetry
not
nominal.
planning on bringing the booster back for this flight, as this was the very first time.
An RVAC out is interesting because they can't steer those RVACs.
All right, so
that
we're about 3 minutes,
has a decent
50
amount of
seconds
offset thrust
into
now.
today's flight. Just a reminder, the ship planned to burn its engines for about 8 minutes and change. About 8 minutes and 11 seconds was our planned timeline for today. That could shift slightly as we do have one engine out, running on one fewer RVACs.
You can see it pitching over against
Ryan
the
still have the booster in that shot? I can't tell. If he doesn't, we could probably go full screen on SpaceX.
Again, continuing to watch. So booster did not complete its boost back burn. We did not see all of the engines ignite that we expected. Are continuing to get some views from it though. That's going to make a splashdown somewhere in the Gulf. Reminder: we clear air, sea space, everything for these launches.
So the ship is able to compensate by gimbling those 3 center Raptor engines to compensate for the one RVAC that's
All right, so we are coming up on T plus 5 minutes. Ship continuing to fire 5 of the 6.
Yeah, we haven't seen it do anything like this before, so this is a good test, I guess, of engine out capability.
It's making sure ship's on its planned trajectory. Again, we are planning a suborbital trajectory for the ship today.
No, audio gone.
Booster giving us some views as it continues to make its way back down towards the water.
Elaine, hello, good evening. No, Elon's not on it, unfortunately.
All right, so a little over 5.5 minutes in flight. Kate, Jake, you guys with me? It looks like booster's starting to come in hot.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to stand outside to watch launch, and wow, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was really loud, really shaky, and I was actually surprised how fast the booster got off the pad, or the whole stack.
The fins have grabbed booster, so it's now not spinning anymore.
So we have views here from the booster coming back down, making its way into the Gulf.
Wow. I'm going to try and find engines to get on it.
5 out of 6 ship Raptor engines.
Great news there for Starship.
This is not where it's supposed to re-enter, but they're getting good data out of.
They did. They found the engines again.
Anyway,
and we were not going to bring the super heavy booster back to the tower. We were planning on having it land in the Gulf.
Surprised ship's still able to maintain that attitude like that.
And
That's
it looks like the booster ended its mission there in the Gulf, but we've got a ship still flying. Great to see that. Still have 5 out of 6 engines there on S39.
Yes, we also heard good chamber pressures as well on those engines that are lit. We do have engine out capability. We do see that we have one of the RVAC, one of the Raptor vacuum engines that is currently out, but that's okay. Ship is continuing on. Amazing views of planet Earth there in the background.
Yeah, I love the S39 decal there. That just gives the ship a little bit of character. And again, all these great views brought to you by Starlink, of course.
So it's still accelerating. It's going to need to get to about 27,000 kilometers an hour.
Obligatory shout out to the entire Starship avionics.
This is fully remote. It's fully remote.
Team did a whole lot of work to get these upgraded cameras. A look inside of the ship skirt, you can see those 3 center engines ignited. The RVACs continuing to fire as well. We did see at least a couple engines fire up on booster for that landing burn before we lost contact with it. We should have just a little over 20 seconds to go. We'll see if the burn extends
on the
a
inside of the
little
skirt.
bit.
That's not good.
For the engine out, essentially you can run your engines a little bit longer, or throttle up a little bit more to account for the one engine not being lit. So right now we are standing by for Seco.
I will be shocked if this thing survives once its engines are cut off and it makes it all the way. Because it looked like an engine is very much on fire. And the one furthest from the cameras,
and again, we are continuing to go a little bit longer.
Like I said, it's got to reach pretty close to 27,000 kilometers an hour.
5 engines still burning on ship.
Keep going, buddy.
Yeah, and they've got an engine there, very glowing. Those engine bells are supposed to be cooled. Although if that engine is out, there'd be no fuel going around it. Gonna go
Yeah,
to a
so they're
free fall.
extending this
I
to
reckon it's
try to
going to
get
do
all
its
the
belly flop,
velocity out of it. that
and it's
they
going to do
need.
the things it does normally, and then when it comes to light its engines at the end of it, it will fail. And it will flip over and smash into the water.
It would normally stop burning.
Although when
At
it
about 8
lands,
minutes
it's on the
left.
3
Down.
center engines, which you can't see it behind
Backs
me.
have
I'm in the
shut
way of that.
down,
Hold on,
sea
let me just show
levels
that.
have shut
So you can
down.
see, so it had
Okay.
the top 2 engines firing, and the bottom engine was not. So it only had 2 out of 3 large engines. That one was out,
Okay.
not working. Hence why it's glowing.
It's mostly
See if
in
we
one-ish
can
piece.
Get an update on the ship orbit insertion, but we have shut down again. We did run
But I reckon
longer
this
as
will
we
go
were
over
engine out. We were
to
flying
India.
5 of those 6 Raptors pretty much the whole time.
Ooh. I think that engine that blew
Ship
up is
FTS
venting
is saved.
propellant a lot. After it's shut down, there's still a bunch of a cloud spewing from the far back side of the engine bay. So I think they're going to be losing prop, and eventually that might mean losing
All right,
attitude
well,
control.
we definitely
as
got
well.
a ship in space right now.
Yeah, I
in
reckon it's going to
space.
go over towards
Yeah.
Australia, the Gulf,
Yeah, it's in space.
the Indian Ocean, and then, as I said, do its belly flop, come in, and then just not be able to relight its engines. So
So I wonder if they'll still do the Starlink deploy. That will be coming up here in about
As
7
you
minutes
can
or
see,
so.
the teams are incredibly excited to see Starship there in space. We are awaiting the call out of nominal insertion, so we're going to stand by for that. We can see the flaps moving here, actuating. But wow, the cheers here in the lobby are certainly almost as loud as liftoff was.
Yeah. Man, a lot of action going
I'm choosing
on.
a lot of
And, you know, we said at the top of the show,
monocopter control.
excitement guaranteed. And we're only 11 minutes in. We still have a lot more to go here on the mission today. So all objectives are done on the booster. So now all eyes are on the ship as we get ready for our in-space objectives.
Exactly.
wanna
So like
see
I said,
that.
we're still standing by to hear the call out for nominal orbital insertion, but we've got a few minutes before the next milestone. So we're going to continue. We've got some amazing views here of the ship. Wow, it's just that this is our planet. This is our home.
158 kilometers,
Yeah.
26 and a
So I
half
wanna point
thousand
out,
kilometers an hour.
That this
Pretty quick.
likely is not on a nominal orbital insertion, and whether or not it is, they're going
As a
to
reminder,
study
the
its trajectory.
objectives for ship today not only included the separation that we saw, but we're also planning to deploy 20 Starlink simulator satellites, as well as 2 Dodger Dog satellites, if that's what our internal teams refer to as our newer satellites. We saw a preview of those earlier. We should see those deployments here in a little bit. We're also hoping to perform a relight of a Raptor engine as well.
Yep, that's exactly right. And the relight will look a little bit different this time. We're hoping to get a little bit of a longer duration.
I don't know
Of course,
why
we
it's
got to see
venting
once we get there.
here.
And that relight won't actually be changing our orbit necessarily,
Don't know why
but
it's
we're doing
doing
it
that.
more so as a technology demonstration.
Unless they're trying to stand up for deploying Starlink.
So yeah, the fact that that one thruster's been or the little RCS pod there on the side has been firing the entire time. I mean, it's working really hard to maintain attitude, and we'll see. I mean, we'll see if
Yeah, there's stuff
if,
coming out
For
the
those
bottom
of
as
you
well.
that
If it
maybe just
stays
recently
together.
tuned in, you missed a pretty exciting almost 13 minutes. We had a liftoff
Tag,
pretty
hello,
much
good
on
evening.
time, almost right exactly at 5:30 p.m. We did have a brief hold at the T-minus 40-second period, but we were able to proceed through that, and we saw a gorgeous liftoff. Jake and I were able to stand outside
It's kind
and
of about 6
witness
times speed.
that with
It's not
all of our
orbital.
colleagues.
Let me
and
to that. Sorry.
one moment, I'll
It's
tell you
not
what
actually
it
an
is
orbital
that
flight.
happened
It's
out
on
loud
a
earlier than it was
suborbital. It's going to go up from the US and land just off the coast of Australia in the Indian Sea. So, yeah. Yeah, that should be fun. Wonder, hello, good evening. Grimelda, hello, good evening.
And I think we actually saw the 3 gimbaling engines kind of gimbal over a little bit to compensate for that offset and thrust. So that was really cool. That's something I know the team's been, we've analyzed that since Flight 1 all the way back. So it's something that we've thought about quite a bit, and it was kind of cool to see it in action in real life today.
Yeah, absolutely. If you couldn't tell, Jake is on the Raptor team.
Yeah. But hey, one non-Raptor thing I noticed also back on the when we have the shot of the aft flaps, it's a little weird. We have tiles on the leeward side, so not on the side where we're going to see heating. And you might be asking, why are we putting tiles there? I had the same question actually. So I talked to some of our heat shield engineers the other day, and we're actually running. Yeah, here's the shot right here. Great. So the fact that we're seeing all these tiles still on the flap right now is really good, because that actually was one of our experiments where we wanted to test different connection methods on the way uphill on ship, so actually ascent. So it looks like most, if not all, the tiles are still hanging on there, so that's actually a really good data point.
Looks pretty good to me.
Let's talk about those there.
Now, once again, this view is from the side of Starship, which is basically the second stage of the Starship vehicle as a whole. This is one of the flaps on the vehicle that helps to control its position and attitude as it is orbiting, and also helps to control during re-entry as well. That's a critical phase. I mentioned earlier that we're hoping to deploy those Starlink satellite simulators, as well as perform an in-space relay of a Raptor engine. If all of that goes well, we will be targeting a soft splashdown in the Indian Ocean. We heard from Suren on the recovery team a little bit earlier. They are standing by, waiting to
Spencer, why don't you
receive the ship.
duck for a second? I'll explain something. So notice it is generally venting, actually. So it's not. So Starship has this weird thing, and it's half because I asked about it once. It's doing this, but it has. They use the pressure inside the vehicle as the propellants are boiling off to work as both. They normally have to vent it when it boils off, and it increases the pressure inside the tanks. And instead of just wasting it, they usually can use it for attitude control. Now you notice that this is the first time we've seen the other side of the ship, and both of those vents are venting, so they're canceling each other out. So they're not really using those to maneuver. So that's actually good. That means that it's likely just dumping propellant at this point, which is something that they do. There is an RCS pod that just fired. That little, it almost looked blue. And so that's actually, I'm feeling better about this. I'm thinking that we're probably not too far off. So just wanted to note that. Let's go ahead and listen back in. Oh, that's
I'll turn it down over there. So, Shadow, hello, good evening. No, hello, good evening. What's about? Okay, have a good evening. That's what I was trying to say there. But like, I think isn't the Carbon line 120 kilometers? So technically they're in space. I think. But we'll get back to Foundry at some point. Don't worry. We're gonna first let's go here. Let me just go and see whether the train worked.
I like that it's blue. I wonder if they're actually doing some. Look at that. That one's really cool. I gotta figure out if that's just methane that's different, or why
yes,
is it blue?
The train
Doing some mild combustion there? Is that a... Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that is, or why it's blue. It would almost suggest that it's...
the train did work, but I have another train in the way. Let me move it out of the way.
So we're a little over 17 minutes into flight. If you're just now catching up with us, we did see a liftoff right at the top of our window. Super Heavy getting off the pad, initially lighting all 33 of those Raptor engines, got through a successful hot staging. Initially lit 6 engines on ship, had one RVAC go out on the way uphill, but still able to make it into space. And right now we're trying to see if we are going to get into payload deploy still.
I used to think of how the payload page orbits there.
Coming up right on the part of the timeline when we were expecting it. You look inside a Starship there. Oh,
yeah, you can see the door open.
I see a door opening.
Oh, the door's opening.
So it's trying. This
Looks
is good.
Like Hal didn't
How
wait. Pez
sick would
door
be to see
is
the...
open. Just a reminder, we've got 22 deployables in the payload bay today. 20 of those Starlink mass simulators, and then 2 are Dodger dogs, as we like to call them internally, sitting up their modified V2 Starlink satellites.
So they're going to actually
be testing
imagery.
A bunch of components that we're planning to fly on Starlink V3, and we've also got them outfitted with a number of cameras for another tech demo that we're trying out on this flight. We definitely are looking for a way that we can look at Starship's heat shield while it's still in space. You can kind of only see so much from the cameras and the flaps. You can't see everything kind of on the underbelly, and one of the only ways you can do that is if you got something else flying near it. So we're going to attempt to our final 2 satellites going out the door have a suite of cameras on them that are going to be looking back at the ship. We're going to be in nighttime, and so we've got, oh, sounds like we're getting into payload deploy. We'll be in nighttime. They've got some powerful flashlights on them to try and illuminate the ship's heat shield while we fly away from it. So, oh, we see some Pez motion.
It's a moving. It's moving here. Look.
All right, hopefully we start seeing the stack of satellites, dummy satellites, get ejected out. Here we go. Come on. Let's go.
Pew, pew.
Good, they're getting data. They're getting data. This is what we want to see. Validation, system testing. There's the first 2
down, 20 to go.
22. Unless it's a straight up. You say it.
As a reminder, that's one of the things that we upgraded in version 3. Kind of gave a little soup up to the Pez dispensers, so those satellites going to move out a little bit quicker than they did on previous Starship flight tests.
So yeah, this is awesome.
First 2
this
out
is
the door, 2 more on their way out.
This is a flying skyscraper that has the capability to go to Mars.
Just see a
It's just
sliver
stunning.
of
100 tons
The
into
silhouette
orbit
of
in
it
one
going
go.
out that door.
Wow.
it. And the other one.
But how are you today, Komoda? Long time. I haven't frequented your streams in a while. Actually, I hope you're doing well.
All right, 4 down, 18 to go. Flexing my basic math skills here today. Again, the majority of this stack, 20 of these 22 satellites, they're essentially just mass simulators, so they're roughly the same size as those Starlink V3 sats that we're hoping to fly later this year.
There we go, 2 more. Coming up on 6 out of 22. About a quarter of the way done.
I know.
From
I know.
this
How
top
dare
down
the
view, so looking down
time
at the
zones be?
stack, those 2 satellites you see on the very top, that
Why can't
they'll
the
look
sun just
very
be out all the
different.
time?
They've got solar arrays. They've got a bunch of
Everyone
other
on the same time zone.
deployables on
That'd be
them that
great.
We're going to be testing out.
But no.
They're going to be V3.
Silly
tech, and
sun is
they've
on one
got,
side of the planet. I don't know.
3 engineering cameras and then 1 other camera that's hopefully going to be giving us some views of Starship in space. But we will see how that works. Again, this very much a tech demo. We're going to deploy those. The satellite's going to kind of try and turn everything on, look back at Starship, and the primary reason we're trying to do this is to get some views of the heat shield.
What is that? 8 now on 22.
2 more out the door.
2 more out the door, and I think that counts, or that comes up to 8 total.
Okay.
As you can tell, the teams are stoked to see this demonstration happening. It's pretty incredible to see this happening live from space. Now, as we noted earlier in the show, but worth repeating, this Starship, version 3, is built to deploy up to 60 of Starlink's more advanced V3 satellites. Everything's V3. Designed to offer 60 terabits per second of downlink capacity per satellite. Now that is 20 times more than each Falcon 9 does today. Incredible.
Wow.
All right, I think that's number 10 going out the door.
Okay. We're almost halfway done.
Yeah, there it goes.
Hopefully everyone here at Nerdland will be able to get this before they give you the boot.
So yeah, the camera view you have on your left screen there is basically right at the bottom of the payload volume. So the kind of dome-shaped structure you see there that's actually the top of the fuel tank.
Then the camera view that you have on the right is an external camera that we have positioned so that you can see basically the light through the open Pez dispenser door. that you see. That's that sliver of light. We can see the Starlinks here deploying as each one comes through.
We're halfway. That'll be the last two that are the exciting ones.
As we mentioned, we have 20 of these Starlink simulator satellites, and then we have 2 of these specially modified, as we call them, Dodger dogs here around here. Those, as Dan mentioned earlier, they have some V3 tech on them, some solar arrays, and those will be the last 2 that will be deployed today.
Yeah, that's
Oh, they've
right.
actually got shadow on them.
And seeing this, as I think Dan called them turbocharged or supercharged Pez dispenser, it's definitely coming out much faster than our previous flights. So that is really good to see. Yeah, look at that.
13 and 14, right?
And especially once we, fill Starship up all the way with around 60 or so of these Starlinks, being able to deploy them fairly expediently, is going to be important for designing the overall mission profile.
Yeah. Now, fans of Starship may know that Starlink enables lots of unprecedented views, both from space, as we see here, and on Earth. In addition to the dozens of cameras on Starship itself, we also have mobile Starlink camera kits deployed in the Indian Ocean.
Yes, Starlink also connects our aerial cinematography units on the ground at Starbase and at other strategic camera spots around Texas.
It's all part of how it all comes together to tell the incredible story of Starship both on and off planet.
Yep.
All right, we're getting low on the stack. It looks like we got 2 more of those simulators to go out, and then it will be time for our Dodger Dogs, those modified Starlink satellites. Just a couple of updates while we continue to watch payload deploy. Did get confirmation we're going to be skipping that relight of the Raptor engine, just due to everything that we saw on the way uphill. Those sea level engines, we're going to use them for a landing burn, though. They are still capable to be used for that. So we'll still look to do a controlled landing in the Gulf, but no in-space relight.
In other words, the in-space relay
I
normally
think
would
that's
extend.
19 and 20 headed out the door.
Okay, so now it's
Coming up our Dodger Dogs. So these are modified V2 Starlink satellites. We do have a number of cameras on these that are going to attempt to look back at Starship. We're not going to get this video in real time, but we're going to try and turn it around if we do get some video down. So don't worry, if we get views of Starship from these satellites, we will be sharing.
That'll be really cool. This is something I've been looking forward to. So
These will be
hopefully,
exciting because, again, they're really a tech demo, getting our chance to test out some of the technologies for version 3.
okay. Let's hope for some views from these Dodger Dog
I think
satellite.
that's 18 and 20. My basic math skills are failing. All right, here we go.
Okay. Here we go. This is the Dodger Dog. Dodger Dog, whatever they call it.
Wonder why they call them Dodger
It'd be
Dogs.
cool if they show the
Yeah,
camera
significant
from on
sounds.
the satellite as
Standing
it's
by for
leaving.
Starship,
That'd be sick.
basically to serve the first Dodger Dogs to low Earth orbit.
Well, not quite low Earth orbit, but close. Oh wait, maybe these ones would have enough propulsion to fly, but that'd be pretty sick.
One out the door.
Okay.
Oh, it's 2 at a time. Ah.
Okay.
This view
Big
you
moment.
can kind of see on the right side of the satellite. You see some bright white spots. Those are our flashlights. Beneath them, the camera is going to attempt to look back and image Starship's heat shield as it flies slowly away from the vehicle.
So there's the camera.
The Pez. Yeah, the Pez dispenser, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's the flashlight looking in. This is still the
Let there
payload
be
bay.
light.
The headlights
yeah, it
on
almost looks
the
like the light is
satellite.
just shining right at us
Oh, that's
there.
cool. That's cool.
If you couldn't tell, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
It is always sunny in space.
Always sunny in space, and that looks like an empty payload bay. So
Sure does.
that's exactly what you want to see there. That's great. So yeah, with payload deploy complete. Oh, you can see the door closing there. All right, there we go. So yeah, with payload deploy complete, Starship will now close its...
Oh, they must have the views. They must have the view. Or is that just a trip of payload?
Yeah, Starship, we close the payload door, and we're
That's a
going to
delay.
continue to coast
There's gonna be a
around
delay.
Earth all the way to the Indian Ocean. So still a lot of major events to come today. Sounds like we're not going to hit that Raptor relight, based on what Dan was saying, but after that, of course, we'll have the atmospheric reentry and splashdown. And with that, we're going to go on another quick coast.
So sit tight, enjoy some amazing space views and the space jams, of course. And we'll be back in a few minutes for Raptor relight, or excuse me, not for the relight, but we'll be standing by for atmospheric reentry.
I'm going to turn that down because they're going to play the music and I don't want them to do that. So cool. Nice. Right, let's go back to Foundry then, shall we? Excellent. Very happy. It worked. They lost the booster. But yeah. But don't forget, I am streaming Tim Dodd, who is streaming SpaceX, who is streaming from space on a ship in orbit. Not in orbit, but in space, 185 kilometers above the Earth. So, yeah. And I remember when I was a kid, and they used to do like, he's joining us live from a satellite from, like in England, satellite from America, and there was a good 8 to 10 second delay, and that was just across continent. That is going, it's going from outside of the Earth to him to here. And he's currently in Belgium, apparently. He was saying they were on. So, so space to America, to Belgium, to England, out to you. In New Zealand, in America, in wherever happens, so other people happen to be. So, yeah, fantastic. Technology is such a wonderful thing. Right. So, squirrels. No squirrels. That's not a squirrel. That was SpaceX launching. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, I will try and come back again when they're going to do the splashdown as well. We'll see what happens with the splashdown. So I'll leave it up there. Although I might miss part of it. So, but anyway, yes. Okay, Elaine. Have a good one. It wasn't a major squirrel. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a major squirrel. It was related. Space. How are we going to build stuff like that if we don't have a launch system to do it? I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk, you know that, but he does get results. But got to be careful of that because they said that about some other people that did not very nice things. But yeah. Anyway, we need to get the molten slag from here and the molten slag from here and deliver it somewhere. I want to go up, like up here somewhere, and make a cement factory. What does cement require? Sorry, concrete. Concrete requires cement, gravel, and water. And now we're going to get cement from the blast furnaces, but not that many. Not that many cement, if I remember rightly. Doesn't this show us the cement we make? Yeah, only 72. Okay. So I think we should go up here somewhere. From here, I think we should make this a junction and go this way and connect to here to help the ignium not have to go up there all the way down, around and back up again. I think that will help. So I want to do that. So if we did that and then put our cement factory there, 500 meters away from that, minimum, there. Okay, we need to go home. Want to go home? No longer have a tree. I also want to find some tree. No longer have a tree on me. Don't need a tree. I need a train. I also want to find a couple of these. There we go. And then we should be able to make another one of. I need 5 xenocrat. We have 4. Okay. There we go. Oh, cool. So I've got loads of crystals on me. I could pick up all the scrap as I go. Look, there's loads of scrap here. Look at that, a cave. Let's pick up loads of scrap and make them on the flight down. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So you have far on the shape of those ones. Oh, what, the naturally occurring ones? Right. So here, I would like a roundabout. Yes, I would like a roundabout here. Okay, so if I do that, that's going to disconnect the power for down there. That's okay. Put a ricochet. Yeah, they do go a little. I'm not sure what the actual thing is. The technology. There's an algorithm which can do caves really well in 3D voxel terrain. Can't remember what it's called. but worm something or other. But I remember reading up on it and going, holy hell, that mathematics is complicated. Very, very, very complicated. Right, so that central point. Okay. So I put one there and I did that. That's not so there. And that should come out to there. You got one more. That should come out to there. One more. To there. One more. There two. No, hang on, something's gone wrong. Something's wrong. Yes, you got wrong. Oops. Like that. And then I want to get rid of let's use our clearer, shall we? Is slag a bad word? It is in the British language. I don't know around the world. Twitch doesn't like it at all. But hello, Knuckle. Good evening. I am doing very well, thank you. Yeah. I was playing the new Lego Batman game with a friend today, and absolutely thoroughly enjoying that. That's a fun game. You can't reach that, it's way too far. You're going to come into there and then connect to there, be a straight line. You can reach. Yes, you can. There you go. Nice. You're going to sit. Actually, how far out can you sit? It doesn't matter. Sit on the edge. That's the best bet. There. And you're going to do the same. Now there, we've got a roundabout. An actual roundabout, not one with crossings in the centre of it, which I'm fine with. I am absolutely fine with that. The trains can go in there. I just need to change up some of the signals for this. So let's see here. Let's do away with some of these. We'll do away with these two. We'll put the signals in much closer to it. So where are we here? So there. There. No, that's wrong. So where are we right now? So this one is out. This one is in, like that. The train is now one direction. Excellent. Awesome. I think I could put in, because it's just a solid lit, I think I can put in chain signals the inside, which would allow one train to go, like a train would be able to go that way, whilst this train comes down and goes around. Yeah. So the train will come up, and if it's going this way, for instance, it will chain and go, I'm going that way. And then this one will look through the signals and go, well, there's not a train using this segment because it's a different segment, so you can come and go around. And yeah, so more trains can use the thing at once. So Starship is currently, she's at 70 kilometers and it's glowing. Is glowing on the way down. We'll jump over in a bit. Oh, hang on, you're in the wrong. You're on tree, the wrong place. Hold on. Let's do a better job with that. You should go here as far as you can, like that. Go there. There. Starship currently in a plasma fire. Cool. Right. I am going to do something here as well. Can we... I want to put a station here so that I can tell a train to go home. Shouldn't have removed this one. Should have left this one in. Do I have a I've got a four-way train track crossing, haven't I? But that's not going to work for what I want to do here. Let's do this. Let's do this. So let's come back here. Change that to be a yeah. One, two, three, four. Well, I think this is going to work. No, it's not, because I can't turn the corner. How much space do we need? It's 6 tracks. Okay. So if we go 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we come back like this. Then we go down to there. That's still not going to let me come back and join that, is it? Are we too low there? Hang on. No? On the right? Oh no, you just can't. No. Can't reconnect here. Because I'd also like to connect to that side, obviously. Like that. And then ideally I'd like to bring it back along here and just have one of these connections here like this. Although that power line's going to be in the way if we do that. We can always move the power line, couldn't we? That wouldn't really hurt. Or, I'll see what I can do, actually, now I think about it. Let's, build a station. Put the station in there. Have this be a dead end. Wrong. Right. Starship is now under 60 kilometers. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go and watch the re-entry. Oop. Right, let's go back. Let's go back. Go back to here.
Flight, we even had basically a hole get punched into the liquid oxygen tank that you could see when we did the landing burn into the ocean, and the ship was still able to make it. But right now we're really going to be testing the structural strength of these flaps on the way in. And this is a flight test. We're trying to intentionally find where our limits are. And in this view, you're looking at a whole bunch of tiles. I think Jake talked about it earlier. We bonded some additional tiles to the leeward, or kind of the metal side of Starship, to see how those different bonding techniques would hold up.
Space!
Looks like we've got quite a bit still attached.
Good experiment.
Yeah, and as we're going down through the atmosphere here, we are at about Mach 16.1, so still extremely fast. Although we have, scrubbed off a substantial amount of our speed already. Altitude at a little less than 60 kilometers.
Still more work to come. So hopefully, hopefully we'll see a splashdown here in less than 10 minutes. I am curious when the engines light up if they're healthy enough and if they had any major leaks or anything.
We're
from
about
that
8 minutes away
now.
from our targeted landing and splashdown time. Again, this is when the ship's going to start.
Can I try and convince you
really
to
Ship is approaching the end of the
resync.
heating region.
Just heard the call out, getting to the end of the peak heating, so the highest temperature the Starship's going to see during its re-entry.
Whoa. It's getting
Wiggle,
sparky
wiggle,
here.
wiggle.
Likely is some material ablating away, so I'm curious what's going on there in the nose, if that's okay, or if that's
This camera angle
Not intended.
changes as it is attached to the forward flap on Starship, so we're actually experiencing the articulation of that hardware, helping to steer the ship down for its precise landing in the Indian Ocean.
I love watching.
Yep,
this.
that is just a really cool, kind of cool piece of perspective there. I know some people say it makes them a little seasick, but I definitely love it. It makes it feel like you're really riding along with the ship on the way down.
Yeah, if this thing, Discord, I agree, Earthrise, if
Yeah,
this thing
and aside
actually
from just
sticks
looking
it-
cool, all these camera views providing just really critical data on how the heat shield, how the flaps themselves are holding up. That's why we've got these in the flaps and then all scattered all around the ship, so you can see how they hold up. There's some internal to the vehicle too, and we're getting all of this video back via Starlink. Even as we're just enshrouded in plasma, we're able to kind of operate at a high enough frequency to punch through, and that is blue ocean and sunlight you're seeing just beyond the flap. So we are
Nice.
coming down into daylight hopefully splashing down in the next 6 minutes or so.
That is plasma.
In the Indian Ocean. We've still got a couple maneuvers lined up where we're going to be really stressing the flaps on the ship. So
Ship has passed through the peak heating region. External temperatures are coming down.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
incredible
but
news.
that
As
is
Dan mentioned, we're expecting
a
this
mix.
reentry
Oh,
to be super spicy.
but
excellent news
that
we're
is
now past that period
superheated
of
plasma.
peak
Obviously, the tiles are
heating,
burning off
and
as well,
that now the external
but
temperatures
it
are
compresses
starting
the air to such a point the air sets fire and becomes
Those
the full state of
tiles
matter, becomes
there
plasma.
are the belly of the
So,
ship, really doing
amazing.
a ton of work to burn off all of that inertia that the vehicle had prior to re-entering the atmosphere.
Yeah, and you can tell by the G meter down on the bottom right that we're starting to pick up a couple more Gs here, so we're definitely entering the thicker part of the atmosphere where we're scrubbing off all that energy, like Kate's saying.
So coming up on only about 5 minutes or so from
all right,
intended
just about
splashdown.
5 minutes or so to go. We're coming up shortly on the maneuver where we're going to, it's affectionately called the flap slap, where we're going to kind of pitch the nose up on the ship, and you're going to see those aft flaps, the ones in the very bottom, fully deploy.
Here we are. Whoa. So that's like maximum
Ship is at
braking,
peak dynamic
basically.
pressure.
That's like slamming on the brakes.
And we're now at peak pressure.
That's so
Look at the heat tiles glowing
Ship
over
flap
there.
load test has started.
Look at those there, look, glowing.
Wow. That's so cool.
Looks like it's holding.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Not burning through the flaps like it
Again,
did
the
last time.
intent of that was to put just a lot of extra stress on those aft flaps. We are expecting the forward ones too to see a little bit of extra stress as we've got a little more propellant in our header tank, so the area right at the very nose of
Ship
Starship
flap load
that kind
test
of,
is complete.
and we're through that
Excellent.
test.
Nice, nice.
There we go.
Impressive.
In the
We
previous
just did that
ones,
test
right
at
here
Mach 7, just for
and
reference,
down
so
here,
they're
it was
still
burning
going
through the actual
incredibly fast.
thing. Was the flaps were still working, but there was holes at the leading edge and at the
Okay,
trailing edge. There were
about 3
holes.
minutes away from an intended
Solid this time.
All right,
splash
we
out.
are
This
just
thing
about
lands.
3.5 minutes or so away from our targeted landing burn. Again, we're expecting to try and see 2 of these Raptor engines light for the landing burn. Normally we plan for 3, but we're going to give it a try with 2.
Interesting. Or if that's something to do with the engine out, or if that's a
Hopefully we've got
Ship is
Seren.
starting the RTLS banking maneuver.
return to launch site banking maneuver.
And that
So
right
we'll likely
there,
see it.
so we're starting a banking maneuver.
roll
and
over.
Essentially what that is when we come back to Starbase, or when we
Yeah.
plan to come back to
Yeah.
Starbase, the
Yeah,
trajectory
the view.
is designed
30
so
kilometers
we'll
up. Still higher than
essentially swing out
planes.
over the Gulf
Think.
and do
I don't know how
a
high
swoop
planes fly when it
maneuver
comes to
to
kilometers.
then come back to the tower
30,000 feet. I don't know.
And so we
No,
are
30,000 feet's about
doing
10,000
that exact
about 10
same
kilometers,
maneuver
so-
as we head towards our targeted splashdown in the Indian Ocean.
Well and true higher than planes at the moment.
Yeah, and that call out there that we heard, RTLS, stands for Return to Launch Site. So definitely a pretty cool thing we're demoing here on the ship. You know, as in the future, we are going to be trying to bring the ship back to the launch site, which is
Yeah.
going to be absolutely insane.
Absolutely. But of course, we want to test out these maneuvers, these principles prior to actually bringing the hardware back to the pad. This is the same reason why we were, intentionally not trying to bring the booster back to the pad.
They're
So
trying to turn
we're
the
trying all
ship.
these things out in this developmental phase of the vehicle, and really proving what a test flight is.
Absolutely.
Dynamic pressure is coming down.
Nice.
All right, we heard
Yep,
there
it's-
dynamic pressure coming down, and I'd say we're in a pretty good bank right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's get turned
executing
over.
the power slide. We're about 90 seconds away
Is-
from our anticipated landing burn. Clouds coming up, pretty sunrise on the other side of the planet.
Man, it looks so controlled. It looks
Starship is
really well
subsonic
controlled.
and is on target.
Subsonic and on target, despite engine out.
The crowd here
Wow.
reacting to that call out, letting us know that we are on target for this precise landing in the Indian Ocean. This will once again be a soft splashdown.
Yeah,
We should get some pretty cool views from the recovery team who we chatted with earlier. They are standing by to receive this ship. Once again, this is the first flight of our completely redesigned Starship version 3.
Yeah, and if you remember the suborbital flights from a few years ago, this is very much the same regime that we're in here. So we're sub 15 kilometers, executing what we call the belly flip maneuver.
Yes, serial number 8, the first belly flop. I remember it well.
So I'll try to answer a few more questions at the very end, but then I got to
Some
wrap
really
up here.
Amazing views of the Earth as the ship is coming back home. Thanks,
Won't go to
Sterling.
telemetry anymore. Here we go. Let's get down to the last little bit here.
It is just literally falling out of the sky
aft flap there making
at 500 kilometers an
Starship
hour.
is turning for final approach to landing site.
Look at that turn.
There we go. Minor corrections and a full turn.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Starship doesn't fly like an airplane. It's a lot more like a skydiver. Full belly flop on the way down, using those flaps similar to arms to help change the path of the air over you. Coming up real soon. Again, going for a landing burn, trying to light 2 of these Raptor sea level engines.
Here we go. It's coming up soon. It really does look in pretty good shape. Let's see how this turns out, though.
Landing burn startup. 2 engines lit. Successful flip.
Ooh, look at that. Look
Booty
at that.
Good shot time.
Oh, yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it go boom.
Bash, kaboom.
Thank you for keeping the boom on there. Wow. Thank you, SpaceX. That was incredible. So they nailed the target because they had footage of it. They nailed it. Oh, that's
Nicely done. Oh.
Wanted to see for the ship today. As weird as it may sound to hear, but it is the truth.
Absolutely wild. We, you know, at the beginning of the show,
We're pretty hyped.
we guaranteed excitement at the beginning of the show, and I'd say Starship delivered.
Absolutely. An incredible day for Starship. That was the first flight of that completely redesigned vehicle. As you can tell, the teams are incredibly proud of what we just saw.
Yeah, V3 definitely showed up. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've pretty happy crowd in the control room behind me, I will say. It's
Nice.
probably the most excited I've seen a lot of people in a really long time. On
What do I go pop at the end? Well,
actually,
the proper system won't. The proper system will be caught and landed, so it won't go pop. But the reason they want it to go bang there is because it can't vent all of its fuel. So the best bet is to make it go pop and make it fall over and explode. But yeah, there we go. Awesome. Awesome. I've seen every, well, I've watched, I should say, every launch of Starship so far. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, that is a skyscraper flying, take 100 tons into orbit. 100 tons. Ridiculous amounts of weight it can carry into orbit in a single launch. And if they can refuel it in space, it can take 100 tons to Mars. So, you know, or the moon, or I don't know if it needs to refuel to go to the moon or not. I'm not sure on that one, but I know it refuels to go to Mars. But yeah, right, awesome. Let me put this in here. So, whoop. So put in one here as well. There you go. So now I have right here. So getting back to the actual game. Sorry for those watching who want to actually see Foundry, and I'm skipping off to that. But that I feel is very important for human history. That is very important. So for human history. It is history. It is history. So it needs it needs attention. So there we go. Okay, so this is now an input and an output at the same time, which is a little concerning, but I mean, realistically, it only needs to be an input, doesn't it? And we just bring a train back here, and if we want to leave, we just put the train down there. So let me actually get rid of those that I just put in there. We don't need those. We don't need those. Oh. Next one there now, isn't there? Yep. Oh, there you go. Okay. So now I can put a train down. I can tell autopilot to go home. And it will just boom home, and it will come straight to here. So beautiful. I don't know why I was here. Why was I here? Oh, because we want to build the line along here, don't we? To like here, at least. So let's do that. Let's do that. So yeah. Okay, let's dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel. Run that train track. Oh no. No, should have filled up on more than just 200. How far have we got to go? Oh, we're here. We are here. Okay. Cool. But this is where our cement factory is going to go. And what I'm going to do to start with is I'm just going to put in a giant tank. How close am I to green belts? We're circuit boards. We need to make circuit boards, and that's it. Which is a bit of polymer, and so we are much closer to making circuit boards than other things. But I need to deal with the molten slag first. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to literally just come here, put in a giant tank, and just have the trains drop the molten slag off, and then go back and pick up and just drop it off into a giant tank. There's no way for me to dump it. If I put it in small tanks, I can, because I can technically pick the small tanks up and it instantly empties them. But I think we'll put it in a large tank, and then we'll convert it to cement via this, which is literally just chemical process. But we also want to be making cement at some point as well. So yeah, okie dokie, okie dokie. Right. Making egg chips with toast. Nice. Nice. Let's make ourselves one of these. Need 100 concrete. We're going to want concrete as well, so I need a concrete factory. which we would eventually get to, but just not right now. Not how. So what are those? I don't need concrete. What am I doing? Idiot. Idiot. I don't need concrete for that. I just need that. Well, these are chemical processes. They can do that. Okay, so I'm going to pick you up as well. Because you no longer need to be here anyway. So let's get rid of all those. Let's shut down this machine here because it should have been shut down ages ago. It's not actually doing anything anyway. But we will clipboard this out the way. Mantle building. So this takes from the start, doesn't take from the red ones, which is annoying, but yeah. Not a lot can be done about that. Start using that roundabout. Well, I've got a roundabout there. I've got the crossing here. I like the look of the crossing, and it's a lot quicker as well. The trains drive through it a lot quicker than going round a roundabout. But I'm just building different things, really. Crossing would have been technically quicker here, but a crossing doesn't allow trains to turn around. And our Ignium train that's here needs to turn around when it comes out of this station. So it needs to turn around and come back again. So that's why I purposely put a crossing, a roundabout in there. But if I do them more often and put the signals in the centre, that does mean, as I said, a train can come up here and go that way at the same time a train is coming this way and going around that way. Because the 4 segments are independent of each other. So it allows multiple uses. I don't know. I don't know which one's going to technically be quicker than the other one. Oh. Missing 30 power lines. I can make 7. Right. I don't know which one looks better, really. Roundabouts look clean, don't they? I'm seeing 9. 9 what? Power lines. The roundabout with the cross limits, but yeah. I mean, the trains don't slow down for corners, so they still travel around this at 172 kilometers an hour. So, you know, they don't slow down for it, but it's longer distance for them to travel. Not really that much of a longer distance, I suppose. So, does it really matter that much? Yeah, we'll have to having more roundabouts in would probably help with trains being able to manoeuvre better. You know, like they might need to. They should never need to come out and come back up on this one here, for instance. But if they did, they got to come all the way back down to here. Now they come to here. If we had a roundabout there, they could come along roundabout and come back again. It would help. It would help overall. So, how far away from the base are we here? 600 meters, that's fine. What if we came off this track here, came up, dumped off into a container, and then just returned, and I had like literally we just have one station right here that drops off molten slag into a container, and then that container goes off, and then we have other stuff for the cement factory over here, and this is just literally a container for slag. It converts into cement, dump cement into the system as a priority. So it has the waste. It is terrible. Super bad for you. Really, really bad for you. Does dodgy things to your brain. So what I want to do is figure out. I want to come back by 2 there. That'll do. So I want to figure out this to there. And then you're going to come up to whatever height I want the cement factory at. Let's go up and have a look, see where the most blue shows up. So, I think we're going to dig this one out a little bit, actually. Let's go up to, what's this, 132? 133, we've used that in several places. Let's go up to 133. Then we go back down again. To there. No, dirt and stone is not sellable. Boom, like that. you come through like that. You come through like that. And then you also want to have a junction that connects to this one. Like that. And the same here. We can't do that because of a train, a power pole. Yeah, okay, so we've got to move the power pole back by a few. That's okay, that's a problem. Do a boom. One is blocked. That's fine. Go to there. Jump over there, and I think they're all connected back there. Beautiful. Okay, I just need to rearrange some of the signals as we're doing things. So let's get rid of those. And we go here. Main signal, normal signal, main signal, normal signal. Get rid of those, they're too close. Normal signal, chain signal, chain signal, normal signal. There we go. Right. And then we want to have nope. No. Here. This wants to be a chain signal. I have actually messed this up slightly. This wants to be a normal signal. But I'm not. I might actually. I'm going to go round. I'm going to go around to here. I don't like putting the signals on the join, like on the actual tile of the join. I know it's been fixed. I know the issue that was causing previously has been fixed, but I just don't like it. I don't feel just there's enough. Like the logic of the game might not know what you're trying to do there. So that's much safer. Like that. Okay, and then here we want to have train stations. This wants to have train 2 stations. So the train fit blocked by vegetation. Ah, you. Might be too close actually. Hold on. Oh. Oops, I made another train station. Oops. You was hit there. No. But this wants to be gas and liquids. And that wants to be gas and liquids. Oh. Ooh. I might super unload them. I might let's super unload them. Didn't need to go technically this far, but it's okay. How far is this? 7. Go 8 at least with the pipes. Always, every time. It's a hole in the ground. I should put a tower in here as well, shouldn't I? Yeah. I'll do that in a moment. So if I did this. We super unload. Not that I need to worry about that because it's not going to fill up very quickly, but whenever I'm dealing with liquids, I kind of do want to super unload them. So what I want to do is go underground here, do a thing, and the thing wants to be, it needs a floor, it needs a couple of these pipes, these pipe to pipeline, that one. Okay, it needs some of these. Boom. And then it needs a ceiling. Like that. Okay, so it's got to be that high. Which is 6. So I come to here and one further out. Click, drag it over to here and one further out. Is that right? Is it one? It's two. Go this way. Is it there? Nope. We go two more. No, we don't. We go to there. We go down 6. I've done this with train lines. It's exactly 6 high, and the train line is 6 high as well, but I didn't. Looking forward to the weekend. This is actually the first day of my weekend. I work Sundays, so Friday and Saturday are my weekends. So I'm halfway through my weekend right now, and I have been enjoying it. I have been playing the new Lego Batman game with a friend, and absolutely fantastic. Fantastic game. Lots of fun. Little janky at the beginning, I must admit. It kind of throws you into the game without like not teaching you how to play the game. That's not a problem, but it kind of jumps. The story does big jumps at the start. It's like so you're a bit like, oh, okay, we're doing it, are we? So right, okay, yeah, Lego Batman, it's awesome. I'm enjoying that very, very much. We was going to stream on this channel, but we decided, you know what, we just want to play it. Just want to play it. I haven't actually just played a game without thinking about making content for something in such a long time. So it's nice to do that. We can't. Well, although I say that, we also did that with the new Scott Pilgrim EX. We didn't stream that. We just played that, I think. Did I stream that? No, it was our Judgment we streamed. Yeah. Well, I was about to get the drones to manage your head, but yeah. Yes, yep. I said that when I started. I could have dug it out with the rails. Should have done, but didn't. It's exactly 6 deep, so it is exactly the right height for rails as well. But yeah, I should have. I need to get a power tower in here, a Xeno tower in here as well, actually, as well. I think we can put that over this way, can't we? Accidentally don't, yeah. Yeah, I don't need to, oh no, I need to, no, it's fine, it's fine. Let's get rid of that. And let's Yeah. Okay, so we put in a floor, like so. We put in a ceiling, like so. We go over to this corner, we get rid of that. Let's get rid of this as well now, because I just wanted to check the height of that. That's fine. Let's also extend out the dirt around here. Like that, there we go. We'll spray this here. Open that out there. We want to, well, let's put in a Xeno tower, because we're going to need one of those. And remember, we always have the satellites facing south. So, like that. And we'll put it in here to... put it in like there. Level with that station. Yeah. Cool. So let's tap into the power. And we want to put in a small transformer here somewhere. That'll do. Actually, turn the transformer that way. No, put it there. Put it there. Safety. Safety. Right. And then we want to have these guys be unload. And then we want to call this... what do we call the pickups? I don't remember. There is no pickup on these, ferrite. Blast furnace slag. Oh. Ha! That's why I had an extra thing in my head. Train limit of 1. No train coming? No. Okay. Don't forget to make that transfer. Oh, what for the... we did that. I did the steel one. I did that already. Right. We run that down there. Yeah, so that has been dealt with. Ooh. I didn't dig out this far enough, did I? Don't forget to make that transformer. But you have now confused me. What do you mean by make the transformer? We have the transformer. We've done it. We've done it. Name the transformer. Ah, yes. Yes, I really wish when you click this it would not do this. But it should be the one on the end. Slag drop off. I'm call it slag drop off. I don't need to add transformers to it, so yeah. Slag drop off. There you go. Train has arrived, and it's going to drive away instantly. Now you're going back to the bottom of the pit. Why did you not stop until empty? Unless you're not full in the first place. Which would mean you've been sat at a station for ages not filling up. So, yeah. No, this is unload. We want to unload to these platforms. I wonder if it's been sat at the station trying to get somewhere and can't. So it's just gone, well, I'm not going to load then. We'll leave it. It will drive away. It will do its thing. It will come back again. You're ignium, aren't you? Yeah. It will do its thing. It will come back in. It's fine. In the meantime, we want to do this. So I would like you... actually, let's just do this. Then we might have to dig out the wall one more. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 of these. I have 1, 6, 7, 8. I need to dig that wall out by one more. Or 2 more. 2 more. Need to dig the wall out by 2 more. What made that noise? Oh, you. But we're nowhere near C3BB. Okay. Then... yeah, him. Boop, 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 boop. Emma, hello, good evening. I hope you're having a good day. Pipeline, yeah, like that. So you will go there, and then you will go right next to it there. Yep. Which means we want to have just the one on each pipe. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah. Oh, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work because these don't line up. I forgot about that. I am in the UK. I am indeed. Not quite. We don't have to kind of go that far. If I go down to here, it still won't work. We have to come over by one, don't we? Yeah. This is a game called Foundry. It's a factory building game on another world. We are a robot on a factory on a factory. We're a robot in a factory, making a factory on another world. If I do that, do they see that works, doesn't it? Bob, hello, good evening. So that can go there, and then that can go there. That works. Yeah. Oh, you're way out. No, still works anyway. There. So we have to go and put that one there. We have to go and put that one there. And then we connect up these ones here. Ooh. Boom. And that goes there. That goes there. And that goes there. Talk louder. No, we're all pretty chilled here. We're pretty chilled here. That'll work. That'll work. There we go. Okay, so we have one straight down and then one that turns off. So that's nice, yeah. Cool. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Ba-dum-ba-dum. On that one. No, I need more. That one, that one. That one and that one. And it's not even because it can't be even because the stations are an even number. So I'm going to just pick this side to go out by another 2. That. That one there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Thank you very much. I was just trying to do that. Wanderer. No, Emma, we don't want that sort of thing here. We're all chilled and relaxed here. So go away. Go away. There we go. Right, okay. Yeah. I always try and give people the benefit of the doubt. you know, trying to, they might come in and say something, you're like, no, please stop that, and then they stop, but no, sometimes, nope. Yep, I literally just went over and was like, right, let's have a look at that, and gone. Oh, there you go. Beat me to it, Wanderer. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much. Okay, so there's that done there, and then this wants to come out and go this way and go into a big tower that's going to be here. Ah, actually. Need to practice. Put that back in there. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to all four corners and run a line down. Don't need to. I know power transfers just via one, but just in case I break something somewhere by mistake. And then this needs to dig out and go that way. So, yeah, so always give people benefit of the doubt, but you know, that's just negative, and we don't need that. We don't need that. Not after just watching that SpaceX launch, which is definitely not bad, America. That is well done. How big is a 25 by 25? How big are they? So we're going to have to pick the center. Which will be... It'll probably come off here. Let's time zones wrong. Oh, did you want to watch the SpaceX launch? Because I did stream it. I did actually. We covered it here as well. But as this needs to go down by one more, doesn't it? Cancel that. Let's do it the railway. The way Urkel intended it, I'm sure. Whoa. Every time I delete any rails and the game freezes, I'm like, no, come back. I do want to extend this by 2 over here, don't we? So, let's do... this. I kind of got to dig this out by 2 manually. Because the rails don't do 2s. So if I did that there for a minute, we want to have the pipe come out, come this way, and plug into a guy. So if I was to put the tank there in that corner. Actually, put the tank, excuse me, there. And then we can bring the pipe up this side. Couldn't we? It doesn't have to go this way, because we could tap it off of here. Where would that be? So can't delete anything. Thank you. There we go. That was weird. The F key wasn't doing anything. So it had to be that one, which would turn into one of these guys. And then it would come out. Yeah, which is absolutely fine, because it would come out there. Bum, 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 bum. Bloop. Really empty. Okay. Let's refill this. Okay, so why are you not moving? Are you not actually getting any? You're not getting any liquid, are you? There's no actual liquid coming out of here to this. This is not actually working. Ah, you numpty. You numpty. And this doesn't have a blast furnace one and pickup, but this does have a tank. Okay, that is fine though. Right. Modular building planner. Tower. I normally take these to 500,000 because I like that, but I'm going to take this one all the way because it's nearby. If I have multiple tanks, I'll take them to 500,000. So construct that. There we go. Okay. Nice. Now. Let's go down to the tech and rod production. Let's see if we can't sort that out, shall we? Right. Yeah, it's not actually connected to anything. What idiot doesn't connect their molten slag output to something? Make me another tank. Let's put the tanks down here somewhere. Actually, the tanks can go up here, and the pipes can go over the top of the round and do whatever they want to do. So, we should put tank with display 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3. Ba, 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 ba. Be nice to him, but he's a numpty. He's a numpty. Doesn't even know what he's doing. Barely knows how to play this game. Don't need 2 connections, but I want to use them because I can. So how much molten slag do you actually output? 1,280, which is nothing compared to a pipe. A pipe is 36,000. So we're good for that. So I can connect these two together and have pipes go down here and out to there. So I can have one pipe coming down in this. Now, I don't know why you aren't moving. Why are you here? Because this wasn't running before. Yeah, it's only just started running again. Okay, so these should be load, is that correct? Yes, they are. Right, so I can run a single pipe along and not worry about it. The pipe could go down and under. The pipe is going to go down and under. It's going to go via Australia. I think we'll just use... I need to use both connections, but I think we'll just use the inner two. So go down, then run along here. This to here somewhere, and then you're going to go down and do the same thing. You're going to come along to here somewhere. Right next to Wanderer, yeah. They're going to go down under. So we do actually have a centre here, don't we? Yes, we do. So if I bring this up to there... If I bring this up to there, to actual centre... This pipe's going to be too long, so we're going to have to put a pump on the end of it. But that's fine. Yeah, we'll put a pump like right here on the end. Let's build ourselves a pump. I know I have put a pump. I'm sure I put a pump somewhere in the system. One. Hey, there it is. As if by magic. Otherwise the pipe will be too long. No. Low voltage. Pipe might still be too long anyway. Or too complicated, isn't it? It's not long, it's complicated. It doesn't need to split, it just needs to do this and go that way. So no, that is fine. How long is this pipe? 160. Fine. How long is this pipe? 158. So yeah, both of them together wouldn't have worked. That's pretty cool. 158 and 160. That works pretty well. Nice. So this side of it, it's got 57,000 storage. And this side of it, it's got 8,000 storage plus 25,000 in each one of these. I really need to train with two trains today, but there we go. We are now back in business. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We also need to go over to the Xeno Power Plant production and get that working. Because this all needs redoing. This one needs redoing. Yeah, train won't run very often. This is 50,000. So 50, 1, 2, 3 divided by 1280. It's going to take 39 minutes to fill. Squirrel! 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 39 minutes to fill with just one. Obviously, it'll take 20 minutes to fill with two. And that's if they're running at full speed. So yeah, so the trains are not going to be moving very often here. But that's okay. That's okay. We do need to go and do it over here at this though, because if we don't do it over here, it's not going to work for us. So there is that. I'm going to catch a lift with this train, which should be able to feel pretty... no, not really. So it only gets to 66% by the time it does a whole loop. Kind of sucks a little bit. Oh well, it's fine. Let's fly. It'd be quicker for us to fly over there than not. Oh. Ba, bum, 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 ba, da, da, ba, da. Bum ba bum 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 ba da ba dum bum. Ooh. A Dream of Genie? No, that was Ice Cube. Today was a good day. That's what I was humming there. And today was a good day because the first thing I did when I got up was jumped onto World of Warcraft to run the old Tempest Keep raid and Ice Crown to get the mounts on my US account, and the Ashes of Alard dropped for me. And anyone who doesn't play Warcraft will have no idea what it is, but anyone who does play Warcraft will go, wow, considering I've only been playing on the US side for 6 weeks and I've already got that mount drop. It's like a 1.4% chance of drop, I think. Ashes of Alard drop rate is 1.7% drop rate, and I got it, and it dropped on my first character that I went today. I didn't have to go with all 3. Dropped on the very first character, so I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I've been playing for 6 weeks, and I've done the raid pretty much every week. I think I might have missed the first week out, but I think I've done it. So I've done it on 3 characters. So what's that? 6, 12, 18. 18. So the 19th try, let's say. 19th or 20th try. Bam. Yeah, Ashes of Alard. Very, very, very happy. Very happy Hedgehog. So yeah. Right. Okay, so we need to change this track up because we need to put another train in here. Robert, hello, good evening. Thank you very much. Yeah, very, very happy. Very happy indeed. Yeah, I'm going to put a train in here. I can put it here technically. But then I can't do that. Wait a minute. Can I do that? I can do that. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, it's getting a bit crowded there, though. It'll let me do... it won't let me do it with that signal. Well, how come it lets me do it over here? It doesn't. Oh, that's broken. Okay. No, we can't do that. Okay. Okay, we can't do that. Oh well. Oh well. We need to redesign this anyway. We really do need to redesign this. It's kind of broken. Can I cut that off? Well, of course I can cut it off. Give me all those. Put them in there. Boom. Off you go, train. Oh, need 200 back. And I should turn off these four, because that side of the track isn't where is it? Hold on. No, it is enabled, it is set, so no, we should turn it back on again then. Trains can go to that one, they won't, because it's further away, but they can. Okay, so I need to change this up down here. We can do underground parking. So let me break this track and hope the game doesn't crash. No, it doesn't. Excellent. Right, so here. So I want to So we come in here. I want to have parking and a transit. So I can't do this. This junction needs to move over here somewhere. And it comes in, it goes up a level to the right level, and then we have parking in here, and it comes out. So what if I put the junction down here and did this instead? So we run the track out like this. It won't go that far because we'll come off here. This needs to be rebuilt as well, but can't do much about that at the moment. We kind of want to rebuild this and have this come the opposite direction. So can I build it? So if we build a junction off of here that comes up here, and it goes this way for parking for these trains, and it will eventually go up and go this way for these ones, and then back again, and then this goes back again there. So we have parking, and then it turns up here. Okay, so I'd have to come off of go down, come through here. Well, I'd want to keep the parking in the mountain though. Don't have to. Parking could go outside the mountain. Off there. Do parking. A train stop is only 1, 2. They're 2 chunks wide. So we come off here, come up, and go boom, 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 boom. We might show some of the parking here, but I can rebuild the mountain to hide the parking, and then we can come out the back of it here. And come along to go to here, because I want to redo this. These all want to be up here, level with this, like we've done at the Techum. So instead of it coming down, coming out, doing it, it's going to be here. Like the Xeno Power drop-offs would be there and there. We'd have 2 of them, but we won't because that can run there, but and we have ink on one side and mineral on the other. What's this? Xeno ferret ore drop off. Let's rename this one to be Xeno ferret stop. So we can drive out to here if we need to. Right, so does this come straight up? This does come straight up, doesn't it? Yeah. So this here is that, which means we can then turn that way, which means that that is our point. That does not leave a lot of space for the parking. We'd all be here. That's really what I want to do. So the other choice is stay down low, do the parking at a low level, and then have this come up. I can technically get this running just by deleting this and putting this back in again at the moment, but so I'd want to put a line in here. That's the minimum size I can have, isn't it? So we'll turn you into here, and then we'll delete it from that point onwards. I can fill this up later. Fine. And then this will go down to that level there, and then turn in like that, and that gives me a bit of parking in here. I think I could always come to here, 180 it and do the parking vertically and then turn it back again, which might give us more space if I did that. But the question is, if I did do that, we would be deep enough underground to not be seen even here. So we'd come off, run a track up, it would split this way and then 180 down again, and then just do that. Park. Because I want parking for the pickup, because there'll be more here. And then from here, it will come up, go this way, come back this way, and then go into the stations that are going to be here. Which means you do go down here this time. I want to leave like a wall between them, so I want to make sure we are here. That's too far. 1, 2. There we go. Like that. And then through the power of we put a wall back in here. Power of dirt. No one will ever know that's there. There we go. There. It looks too far away. I suppose it is technically a thing. Oh, I will actually clear out this whole area in here, I think. Can I copy you? Drag it out. Does that line up? No, it does not. Because it's not copied the end piece, has it? No. Okay. Oh, hang on, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Copy from that corner to there. And then all the way out to there. Confirm copy in place. Then I should just be able to do that and it should overlap, although I don't know if it is or not. I think I want to go one shorter than that actually, and now I can't grab the edge, can I? Move, I want move that one. Place that there, go on. See, show me. Hopefully it's right. It looks right. It feels right. Okay. I'm not sure how far I want to go down because I'm not sure where we're going to do the junction here. I'm thinking level with that. So we're going to do it here. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from this junction here. One, 2, 3, 4. There. Run a road Not a road, it's a train track. I want to leave this one in place for the moment, and we're just going to like double up on tracks and stuff and do weird things. Put more back. No, not one more back, because you can do this. Nope, it is that one. Is that one because that's an input. So this is an input, and it wants to be. You can share all that, that is fine. And then here, on the way out, I want to put a normal everyday signal, like that. Okay. So we want to go 12, and then turn in, and then come back down to there. So let's go back to those ones. Bum bum ba bum bum. Bum bum. We'll fill all the holes in. So I might just clear this whole actual area out down here, like just completely. In between the rails, I mean, because gives us all the space we need. So from here we want to go 12. 12. And then we want to turn 90 degrees. And then we want to go, that's not actually too far, along and connect to this one here. This is going to be the complicated part. I don't know how many tiles I need to go, nor do I know how many tiles I need to go up there. But we know this one needs to come along to at least this point here before it starts climbing. So, back we go again. Would have been quicker to actually fly to the train track. Okay. Breaks into the daylight. That's fine though. That is fine. So there's a train track over there, isn't there? Which is level with us here. And that connects to a train track there, like that. Oop, there we go. We just have to put a bit of dirt on top to make this look a bit more concealed, shall we say. Let me fill in this a little bit here. because we're going to go up now at this height here, like that. There we go. Last tundra dirt. Somebody pushed the wrong button. I guess you're reconnected. Okay. I guess that train is reconnected. Nice. So if I then do this. I don't have any random seeds, that's a shame, but okay, there we go. That's going to be the train will go through there and it will turn off and it will plug into those there. So they're going to be loaded from behind, technically. The actual railway is a little bit close to that for the tracks to go underneath and come back up again. But we can figure that out. That's not a problem. We just take away a bit of the apron here and yeah, that will be fine. That will not be a problem. Two, and then you should turn in and meet a train track from there. Let's make all these a little bit longer. Hold on. How much space have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a lot. Enough for 3 more, but that's all right. Don't know that it's not turning yellow. There it is. It is turning yellow there. Right, so I've not made these long enough then. That's the problem. Oops, I'm gonna go 2, 2. Oh, was that the last one? Or was there more? That's the last one. Okay, there we go. Right, now. Signals become a bit more complicated because I need to put in So there has, right, okay, so coming off of here, there is a normal signal, and then before we split for the first split, so here, be a chain signal, and then after this, be a normal signal. After that junction, there must be a normal signal like here. And then before this junction, there has to be a chain signal. And then yep, I need to get rid of all that central piece in there. I don't really want to though, I kind of want to leave it in there. They're all still one piece at the moment. Okay, that has disconnected all of this bit, so yep. And then we come down the end here on the turn. I could no, not there. There. And these want to be chain signals. And then we have to have chain signals all the way up to the stations. Can't put normal signals in, otherwise the parking doesn't work. Chain signal there. Not that it matters. This is all going to essentially be one piece of track, but put a chain signal there, and put a normal signal there, and then connect this up to this guy here, which we can't do because you don't bend that way. Yeah, you won't connect to that because that piece is already going down. Yeah. So I need to move this forward by 1. Go 2 this time. And that. Have the last piece there, and then have the chain signal there. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So what do we have? We have a one of them, one of them. Okay. Blocked by vegetation. Yeah, dang flowers. Now you want to be liquid. It can't figure that out. It knows it's got to go up and over, but it can't figure it out. Okay, so we are... Oh, doesn't matter. In a spaceship exploding. Was that booster or ship? The ship landed and then exploded like it was supposed to. Booster they lost. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Yeah, we saw that. We watched that. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Because it can't land in the water. So yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. It stops in the water, it sits there successfully, and then after it turns the engine off, it flops down and goes pop. That's what every other one has done. Exactly what it's supposed to do. Boop. Yeah. So yeah, no, we watched that. We did watch the end of that. Yeah, it was supposed to.
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
But that's because the so obviously the idea is that it's going to be caught in those chopsticks that they have. It's going to be caught in the chopsticks when it returns to the launch center. So what they're doing instead, when stuff goes, when they're testing stuff, they drop it in the water because if something goes wrong, it just goes splash, bang, boom, no one's hurt, and it's terrible. But obviously, once it sits in the water, because it's very tall and very thin, it's not going to stand up in the water. It's not going to be like a buoy and sit there in the water. So it falls over, and it's still full of fuel. The upper tank is still full of fuel. So that gets slapped, bang. So, yeah. But that is the design. That is the idea. It was supposed to explode. Throughput capacity was exceeded. Yeah, it would be exceeded because we're doing too much for it. But I don't know if I should put a pump on this or not. I don't think I need to. Because I think these kind of act like a pump anyway. They suck. They suck. So they're going to fill, because they're going to drain all the tank dry to fill these. Which you should only really get to... Right, they should only get to, well, this would have been 34,000. Yeah, and these don't count as part of the pipe network because they're independent tanks. So yeah, 18,000. Nice. Okay. Cool. So, I'm going to set this to a limit of 1. Set name to blast furnace slag. Here you go. Now, I wonder if I should actually use some logic on these guys. So, we can I'm trying to clear my glasses so I can't see properly. So that I only turn the station on when it's full. So the train then comes out, grabs it all, and goes away again. Because as I said, it's going to take like 40 minutes to fill up a train here. And even if we have 2 blast furnaces, that's 20 minutes. So it comes here, it grabs it, it goes back, it wastes 20 minutes, it goes to that one, it comes back. I think that might be an idea. I don't have to modify the train so long as I use the same name. The train will go to the closest thing. So right now it will go to here, drop off, and then go to the closest station, which is this one. But if I use logic to turn the station on or off, because you can disable the train station, then we can get the trains to come here, pick up, turn the station off when they're not full, and then go. And we don't have to worry about them being full because we have a buffer there. So yeah, that's going to be the best way to do it. I've done this before, so I know it works. So, but let's see here. So if we do this, okay. Broadcast station contents. Broadcast station contents. That says it's got 38,000, and it can store. Sure, it's 25,000. Pretty sure it's 25,000 it can store. So I'm going to say, on your logic, enable based on condition. Send data to train. Oh no. So if blast furnace slag is, shall we say, greater than 45,000? No. 50,000. Take away 1280 is greater than 48720. So that means it's got less than 1 minute to fill. Bump. Okay, so you are disabled. Right. So what I want to do now is I want to copy this. So shift right click, copy. Fly all the way over to here. Oh, I could also do with plugging these back in, couldn't I? Let's get that running. There's a ferrite stop. I didn't put a Techem stop in, did I? No. Meh. Go. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba da ba dum bum bum. Going up. Ba-ba. It's a long way to go. So, down. And we do exactly the same thing with this. Data cable. Shift, click. Invalid target to paste copy settings. Are you sure about that? Because I copied a train. Right, okay, we'll manually do it then, shall we? Slag is greater than constant 48720. Set. Close. Broadcast station contents. Broadcast station contents. So together they are nothing. Oh, oh yeah, because it's the train, isn't it? Yeah. So if I then tell this train to be on its merry way, conk. Whoa. I can't believe I've already got train tracks out. Like, what's this? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? We'll also see if the blast furnace, the actual. Hey, the tank is made. Nice. Dunk. So we unload. The station then unloads into said tank here. Oh, 18,650. Nice. And then this train will sit here and go. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. And then one of these two stations will eventually go. Hey, I've got enough in me. Come pick it up. And it will leave and it will drive and it will go pick them up. Then it will come back in. It should be this one first, because this one is running, doing stuff. So I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know if I want to sit here and wait. We weren't We're at 38k. We need to get to 48k. That's at least 10 minutes. So yeah, no, we'll leave that. But yeah. So both of our machines are running 1280 times 2. It's 2,560, and we have 600,000 plus pipe. Plus pipe. What is this? 600,000. 600,000. Okay, 600,000 divided by 2560. Divided by 2560 is 234 minutes. Just shy of 4 hours. It's going to take 4 hours to load, to fill this. And that's if we use 100% of the Xeno ferrite and 100% of the Tekken. So we have 4 hours before that fills. So, and this is using, yeah, 2 of them. So we figured this out for 2. But if we're not using all the Xeno ferrite or the Tekken, obviously the blast furnaces don't run, which means we don't get molten slag from them. So, yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Now, I have realised I messed this up as well. Should have done. No, I can't do a split off here because this is a single. This is fine. We're going to have another track here which does the same, comes up and loads of electricity and returns. Bum, 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 bum. I do want to we should name the site though. Yes, this is going to be the concrete factory. Let's name it now. I'm like circuit boards. I need to do circuit boards. I need to do cement at some point. I need to do many things there, but it's 20 to 3 in the morning. So I'm thinking maybe not. Is that how you spell concrete? Concrete always looks wrong to me. Concrete always looks wrong to me. It is right, yeah, concrete. Right, yeah. So yeah, we'll have another train come off here, which will deliver Xeno ferrite and mineral rock. Yeah, mineral rock and Xeno ferrite to make cement, and cement and gravel. So we need mineral rock as well to turn into gravel. Same thing, becomes concrete, but the cement will come from the molten slag first. So we're going to have a row of casting machines in here, like going up this way. Do that. Right now we're running 2, so that's 14.4 casting chemical processes, sorry. And then every time we add a new blast furnace, we need to add 7 chemical processes. So I've got 3 right now, which means technically I need 21, 21.8, 21.6. Nope, the mega casters can only do Xeno and Techum at the moment. I really hope at some point they get steel going, because that would be nice to put another blast furnace in for steel, but yeah. Okay, so let's head back to base. Let's leave a note for ourselves for what to do next time, which will be, I think, Sunday, because tomorrow will be golf with your friends with Knuckle, which will be fun. Bum, 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 bum. Let's spend some more money improving the lab. But all my money's going at the moment, just improving the lab. Oh yeah, we are making operator bots as well, aren't we? I'm not sending them, I'm just making them. So let's just... Oh, no, I should have done the weight. Oh well, doesn't matter. Nice. We have made 10 million from selling one bot. One single bot. We have made 10 million. Beautiful. Think of beauty. Right. So, yeah, let's update our sign. Circuit boards, belts, concrete factory, and so yeah, so that's the things I want to do next time. So we want to make circuit boards for our belts, obviously. We want to build the concrete factory. I also want to check the current builds because I've missed lots of workstations out in places. So I want to make sure I remember workstations. That will also help me when I build the concrete factory, because that'd be cool. We could also actually figure out increasing the chemical process with maybe speed rather than anything else, so they use more goods, so we have to have less of them. So chemical buildings, the snack bot can increase this machine speed. You just maintenance drones increase the machine speed without any other effects. So don't use any more power, they just increase the speed. I kind of like the maintenance drones for that. They're nice, yeah. What do you do? So semi-custom chemical builders. So you're 25% machine speed, but then you're, hold on. You're 30% machine speed and 20% power, and you're 25% and 50% power. That makes no sense. I think the light bolts are a little broken. They're over the top. Huh. Oh, that's that box, right? Okay, but 30% and 20. That's 25 and 15. Ah, maybe some light bots. if we increase our speed by 30%, we would definitely need less of them. Yeah. Okay. Let's leave this here. Let's leave this here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm a yawning. I've been yawning all day, to be honest, so yeah. Yeah. Let's leave this here. Let me go and see who is out in the world doing the things. It's there. Bah! How could you? How could you? Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, it's playing Shapes 2. There's no one playing Foundry that I can see on Twitch. That's annoying. That's annoying. Who could we... send you over to then? Yeah. The one person that Twitch says is playing Foundry is playing Dungeons and Dragons. So, yeah. I might try and send you over to Sapphire if I can. Sapphire is an artist. Her tutorials were what I followed for the very first time I played. I did my model, my character model. But I can't double raid her. I can't double raid. No. 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 Disappointed we are. Disappointed. Not really anybody else on YouTube Live that I'm following, I'm afraid. And Foundry comes up with just me. So okay, we won't bother with the raid today. We won't bother with the raid today. We'll just leave it as is, and we will come along tomorrow, and we'll be playing golf with your friends, with Knuckle, and then on. Well,
Beyond you, Eggman.
that's concerning. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. I just went to save the game and I have no saves listed. But I definitely loaded the game. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. That's right. Stream 27. Save. Oot. There we go. Okay. That was all because I have renamed the thing. We're up to 118 hours on this one. It's called Update 3, which is still the same thing. So, but yeah. Okay then. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. And I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.